Hi guys, we have pretty nightmarish combination of mutators in this mutation. Void Surge on Void Launch. Legions from another world invaded here. Be aware of rifts on the planet as there are spawning endless enemies. So we have three types of rifts. First of all, classic Void rifts from the official Coop mutator. Then we have the Heretics, the hardest mutator in the game, with the mothership spawning the prisms that spawn special units, and then if you kill mothership you have to fight Artanis. And then we have reality shutters, also kinda Nexus scope counterpart to the Void Rifts, the rifts that space rifts that spawn hybrids, kinda miniature version of the hybrids. So we had like three try. I thought it would be a lot harder, a lot more actually, but first Zero Celendis, and then Overmind Zero, and then the winning combination was this one, Zero Celendis. So let's go. Okay, here we go. So this time I had masteries, the also the Frenzy Mastery and Evolution and Cost and Rate Mastery as last week, but I did go Leviathan, not Static D Mastery as the last, week, last mutation. It's every 3 days, so it's not technically a week. Yeah, and because of course I need High Frenzy here to be fast and deal with the rift. So now, as you can see, I rushed the gas so I can start the drop upgrade immediately. I can speed this up a bit. And I also need to rush the spawning pool. Luckily, spawning pool, my spawning pool is done in only 30 seconds, so I can have ready Zerglings. I wasn't supply blocked yet, so yeah, I kinda send these dudes forward. Rift spawn kinda far, but as you can see, my Zerglings are really fast. Okay, that's +2 speed, but still. So, and yeah, keeping these things under control is pretty important. Okay, so now we have the first prism. Now the prisms had to be scourged because they are in the air, so you cannot kill them with Zerglings or Banelings. And at the time when the first spawn mothership starts going. Okay, so now we have the first Mobius Space Rift device over here. I did one video about this mutator, reality shattered. So the only bad thing is, okay, there are bigger marks for these ones on the map, but as you can see, they are white. So this map is white, and condos also have some kind of their marks, so you can kind of confuse them or miss them. So yeah, you have to pay more attention to these things, and these things spawn hybrids. You can see miniature version of hybrids, but they spawn them at pretty high rate, so you need to shot these ones and prioritize these ones. They also have 500 HP. Okay, Ally was on top of this one. As you can see, this one is over here. Okay, he noticed. Actually, I didn't even notice this one. So yeah, I'm just running around, and combat drop upgrades are, yeah, the last one is on the way. That's why I needed this mastery to be able to have them cheap. There is still one hybrid over here. You can see they have kind of half the normal health. Okay, so I was saving Leviathan. Okay, I don't have, I think, Leviathan. Yeah, oh, I have. But this time Ally was able to outmuscle like mothership versus mothership fight, although this mothership has 8 times more HP, but still Ally is regenerating, and I think he was able to unmuscle it. Okay, I still have one. So this air hybrid is especially annoying because I need a drop now. I don't have anything else in the air. But if you are on the top of these prisms that mothership spawns, then it won't heal because those prisms heal the mothership. So yeah, that's the. And now Ella actually managed to force it to retreat. You can only force it, I think, maximum of 3 times. Okay, now he's using the planetary cracker over here. Planetary cracker is not so powerful as the Tassadan's one, but okay, at least you keep the mothership, you keep more control over it. Okay, and yeah, keeping these rifts for early game is pretty important, because otherwise you don't even get to play the late game because you get overwhelmed. Okay, so these Apocalypse Prism luckily don't have a lot of HP, but they are in the air and they can spawn these 4 types of Episcopus. Well, this is also this is, I think, a little bit bug, because there should be 2 different types of the High Templar, but it's now all just Episcopus, and the Monster and the Executioner. I think in the previous patches it were 2 types with one 2 separate abilities, but now they are just this one. Okay, this Zealot even survived. These guys are pretty tanky, as you can see. Those heroic units, are they actually heroic? I think they are. Okay, so yeah. Luckily I have drop every 20 seconds. And I have this. Okay, this bonus died because we were really too busy. Like, we didn't wanna deal with the bonus yet. We can, like, staying alive is the priority. Okay, Selendis is actually really good here because of her spells. But yeah, my job was mainly of keeping these things in check. Now there is one over here. I will have a drop soon. Okay, I didn't notice in time, but at this point I was like, okay, are we getting overwhelmed? But we were actually fine. Okay, let's see. These guys spawns. Okay, Executioner. Yes, it is heroic. Yeah, as I thought, these units are heroic. Okay, so now we have a little bit problem. There is one normal rift over there, but then again, Selendis is good because I mean this combination, because I had like this static D, it only has shooting Nexus, so yeah, even if some units come through, they will get picked by these things. Okay, we now have this rift, and I will, I believe, deal with this one. I can get there. And I'm getting... And yes, I can also discourage when fully upgraded. They are pretty good against the mission objective too, against the shuttles, so... Okay, apparently Artanis came early. I think Ally pushed the mothership away only once, and now mothership is killed. And now, okay, Ally has Wrath Archons. These are, by the way, totally melee. No, they don't even have T-Rex arm, although their arms look stronger, but they are actually melee units. Okay, so at this point I dropped the 2 Broodlords because I was like, okay, now I have money. Like previous game, it was really bad. I didn't have any money. I was broke, but I have money, so I can get this, and I already am getting the upgrades. Okay, unfortunately I don't get upgrades yet for Artanis. Okay, now first Artanis is you can see the eyes looks normal, and Artanis has just the 2 abilities. Those are wait, where is he? Has it should have oh yeah, now you can see it has yeah, the lightning charge and astral wind, and he has the passive, the resurrection. So then so-called light Artan is easy kill, but when it resurrects, it becomes considerably harder. It loses these 2 abilities, but gains 8 new abilities, and that's really hard. But this time we kind of defeated him pretty easily. Okay, maybe my Broodlord are also pretty good to keep in place, but apparently Artanis' oracles are really good against this. Okay, oh, how does this oracle survive? Probably because of the shield. Oh yeah, absorbing damage. I didn't even know that they can absorb so much damage to survive this blast, because this blast deals where is it? 600,000. Okay, and they survived. So okay, so this is pretty good. In the game it's hard to observe. Okay, for now I was like, okay, let's just pull my over dudes, I mean broodlords, away. Do they have upgrade now? Not yet, but this is this debilitating broodlords could also help. I don't know if they helped. Oh yeah, oracles are dealing damage. Okay, now Artanis actually died, so this is actually the most effective way, because with Dark Artanis usually you just have one chance. And you can see when Dark Artanis appears, it darkens the whole map, so now we have to explore again. But the worst mutator is gone. Of course the icon is still here, and now we just have to deal with all these rifts while we're paying attention to Artanis, so there's kind of several rifts on the map. But we are kind of fine, because I still have static D back, and so does Ally. So from now on it's a relatively easy game. Of course we still have to keep rifts in check, because if we had like 16 rifts open at the same time, then it would be too much. But now we are dealing it. I have a lot of money, so I'm adding new. I didn't even add any of the more the heroic units immediately. I just okay, let's just make a bunch of Zergling and some Hydras and deal with the remaining rifts. There is one here, but like just one rift's no biggie. And yeah, now we were able to even save the bonuses. These oracles are really good. What are these? Yeah, it reduces movement and attack speed damage output by 35%. Further attacks increase the percentage by 5 up to 10 stacks. Mission objective are immune to this effect. Mission objective. Oh, okay, Artanis is not a mission objective, so apparently it works on him too. Okay, I'll even build the Nexus over here and some cannons, so to protect my base. And now we were like, okay, we can probably clear the map too, because it was just the second bonus, so we have a lot of game to play at. Okay, so you can see here these guys can attack. My static D wasn't ready, so I had to drop. So it's similar to Artanis' rifts. I mean, when you play Artanis Commander, the rifts and rifts can also attack with those lightning tentacles, things that are close to them. Okay, now there is one void rift over here, but now I have the broodlords. They have both the upgrades, brooding dominator. Yeah, that's things. So now just keeping rifts is no biggie. Like my dudes are really fast. And I can make a lot. I didn't even make another. I mean, with Overmind you don't need other hatcheries, because Overmind has a lot of larvae and very fast larva production. So there was one funky situation where there was liberators attacking the Overmind and just shooting a larva, and in a futile attempt to kill them all. Okay. So I have some static D to deal with the shuttles, even if we don't pay attention to them. And I was like, okay, let's get the Leviathan over here. I believe I had it soon. I'm getting the Hydras. By the way, this upgrade allows me to Mineral cost is reduced by 20% and no longer gas, so any of these frenzied units, even the Hydras, I mean all of them, cost only minerals. I have plenty actually of all resources. And now Leviathan helps. Okay, we have this bonus to save. And this is pretty much now easy game, but Heretics was surprisingly how we actually was ever able. Okay, I didn't even pay attention to this, but these locusts actually came and just killed the rift that spawned here. I was just paying attention to when this drop will occur and to get them with my drop. And yeah, little help our ally and taking care of the rifts. And now we just have to clear the remaining buildings over here and one more attack wave, and that's it. So now I have the 6 broodlings. I even build a guardian. This was actually a misclick. I didn't want to just want to build hydras and zerglings. And that's it. Map full cleared. The first bonus missed, the other 2 saved, and this was way better than I was expecting. Okay, now I'm even camping with these guys. They have 300 HP. If you have mastery, then they would have 345, and you have the 15% cooldown reduction. But as I said, I was going for the other mastery, so for Leviathan. And the thing is, I had to use Leviathan only once the early game when Artanis spawned, because you still need to fight Artanis, but you still need to kill the mission objective and the escort wave. Okay, so this is really easy now. Now even Broodlers can shoot air. They have the mutas, so yeah, this is basically a GG. So yeah, for most these strongest mutations like Overmind and Celendis combination is really good. Also against the Iminx mutator, it's yeah, this combination is I think strongest in the game. Okay, Gestalt Zero also strong, but early game can be very punishing, so and mobility is not so great. So yeah, Overmind and Celendis are I think the best pair in the Nexus co-op. At least until they introduce some those new commanders, which are kind of overdue. I thought they will be doing it in March, but they didn't, so they probably didn't yet finish doing it. So we are eagerly expecting 2 new commanders and a lot of new other stuff that will come in Nexus co-op. And in the meantime, let's just check the overlay. Overlay, okay, kills 50-50. As you can see here, 68 APM, like Ally didn't even have, not that he's bad, he can play with really high APM if needed, but like he says Celendis doesn't need a lot of APM. I was mostly keeping rifts. Check, okay, he killed a decent number. I also killed 34. Unfortunately, I cannot see how many of the other rifts, like the prisms and the reality shattered rift, but maybe like 34 plus 80. That's 52 rifts. Is there 52 normal rifts, or there were also the reality shattered mutator here? I think those are just normal rifts. Not sure. Yeah, maybe, probably, yes. Okay, so yeah, unfortunately, okay, shuttle kills pretty even. So yeah, these 2 commanders are really good, but as for fighting Artanis, like Celendis is unprecedented, like the Celendis is by far the best commander, so yeah, that's really good. Okay guys, thanks for watching. This was really, when I saw this I was like, oh, how will we do this? But we actually, with this pair, we did it kind of pretty easy actually. Okay, anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Watch my other videos too, like and subscribe if you like this content, and I see you guys.